I've interviewed you over the phone for Lovely Bones, but not in person.
I guess I visualized this face.
Yes, exactly.
Okay, go ahead, yes,
Well, pleasure to meet you in person, by the way.
Yes, nice to meet you.
I mean, for lack of a better term, this movie is just bad A. I mean, I'm not gonna use the curse word, but
badass.
It's badass. There you go.
Badass.
All right, we're cool to use that. All right, we're cool to use
do
that.
it.
I gotta say this. You know, in the beginning, your character is kind of cut off from the quote-unquote real world, and you're in the forest. If you personally were ever cut off that way, what is the one thing you'd bring back from the real world, like TV, radio, music? What would you bring back with you if you could bring one thing?
Music.
Music.
Yeah. The thing that I really feel Hannah lacks, and something that in a way she reaches out for throughout her journey, is music, and she's quite fascinated by it. And I really don't know what I'd do without music. Right. I think it's quite an integral part of everyone's life, even if they don't realise it. So yeah, I would bring back an iPod or a boombox or something like that.
That's a boom. You used to do a boombox.
A boombox, yeah. That would be better.
While you're out killing deer, just like a boombox.
Maybe it could be a gun that's built into a boombox.
Yes.
So I could play killer music at the same time.
Yeah. You know what? We need to invent that.
Awesome.
And then we're millionaires.
Yeah, that's our idea, by the way.
That's our idea. Nobody can steal that.
No one can steal it. Copyright.
You know, it's interesting the scenes you have with Eric in the beginning when you guys are fighting. And I was reading that it was because he's training you, but it was still pretty violent what you guys were doing back and forth. Wasn't it like 33 degrees below zero? I mean, those hits actually must have hurt because your hands are like freezing, right?
Our muscles didn't work properly most of the time. Yeah, it was about like minus 30, minus 33 degrees. And I remember one day, it was like the third day of shooting, and we were on a frozen lake. And we had to do the first fight of the film where I throw guts in his face and stuff. And I had these fingerless gloves, and I had fur wrapped around me, and so did he. But everyone else had their big puffer jackets on and snow boots and stuff. And we had to fight for the whole day in this freezing cold. And I'll never forget it. It was freezing.
Now, I took Japanese when I was in college. I know you don't speak that in the movie, but I don't remember any of it. Do you remember any of the Arabic or the Italian or any of the languages you were speaking in the film?
Idado is Arabic for it is electricity.
Idado?
Idado.
I mean, I want to...
Dough is electricity in Arabic.
Dough?
It's literally D-O.
It's like cookie dough.
I know.
What is the electricity? You know, interestingly enough, the relationship you have with Sophie's character in the movie, like she's like almost, for lack of a better term, what's wrong with our society? Like, I mean, like, meaning, like, it's almost like you have better skills to survive in the world than she does, and she's been raised in electricity, TV, radio.
Yeah.
What do you think that says about our society and how we're raised today? And do you think that it's, like, better to be kind of raised the way you were? I mean, it's two completely different extremes.
I don't think it's better to be raised any particular way. I mean, between those two. I mean, her parents are so completely different from her. And really, I mean, she comes out with kind of bimbo type things, but she is actually a clever girl. And when it comes down to it, she's a very sweet girl and connects really well with Hannah. And it seems like she's sort of rebelling against her parents as well, which I think most teenagers do. So I don't know whether it's anything we particularly have to fight or reform, but I think when there's good role models out there for us in show business and things like that, and with music and reading good books, I think kids can really develop in that way and steer away from the Sophies.
Cool. Well, congratulations, by the way, both.